just about every operational victory is based on good intelligence. In fact, here's a maxim. The outcome of the battle is decided months before both sides meet. Rarely is it a roll of dice. Rarely.
Except if the Americans are involved.
Well, the Hail Mary, yes. So that is an axiom. So generally, the successful side knows the strengths and weaknesses of the enemy, knows the terrain, knows the length of supply line, knows the capability of their generals. Waterloo, so 18th of June, 1815. Most people are familiar with Waterloo. Napoleon standing on the ridge opposite La Haye Sainte, right, in that valley on the road to Brussels, with the Duke of Wellington on the further ridge, let's say 2 kilometres away of a shallow valley. That just didn't happen by happenstance. Our friend, the Duke of Wellington, had ridden down that road 6 months before and noted in his diary that this would be a good place to stop.
Yes.
A French army because of its reverse slope.
Right.
What that meant was, if you imagine that there were 2 ridges, one with a very high ridge, which the French stood upon and put their massive artillery, you then have a 2-kilometre width valley, and then you have another ridge, and it has a slope that is hidden from view from the other ridge, the higher ridge. And the Duke of Wellington used that slope to retreat to, literally, down back beyond the slope, out of sight, and have his men lie down on the ground so they would not be cut to pieces by Napoleon's artillery. That wasn't luck.
No, that was planning.
That was planning.
And intelligence that he'd acquired himself and...
That's right, months before.
Yes. Yes. Well, we were...
So that's first-person
Same
intelligence.
with our landing at Gallipoli.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Anzac intelligence officer, Major Charles Villiers Stewart, 42 years of age, married, a baby on the way, veteran of Afghanistan and the frontier wars, was handpicked by the Anzac commander to be the intelligence officer. And after they had done, on the 14th of April, a beach recce from their warship, I mean, imagine them looking out at the beach. You see Anzac Cove and you see what's called Brighton Beach, where everyone thinks they should have landed, right, and Gallipoli. And they couldn't see beyond the first ridge. Of course not. It's 400 feet. And you've got 971 feet, the massive. You can't see anything. But what Anzac does is they divert that ship and they put that military intelligence officer in the back of an aeroplane on the island of Butchada, and he flies back over the Gallipoli Peninsula and up and down above Anzac Cove at 4,000 feet, sketching enemy defences. Wow. The British don't do it. The French don't do it. Anzac does it. So the selection of Anzac Cove isn't happenstance. There's no tide. There's nothing like that. That's all hogwash. It was chosen by Charles Villiers Stewart at 4:30 in the morning that this is the place they are going to concentrate their landing.
Because he'd already spied out the lie of the
That's
land.
right. He knew.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just one.
Yeah.
Just about every major campaign or battle that was won decisively
Yes.
was won because of good intelligence. Where there is a draw and a stalemate is generally because of poor intelligence.